say about Israel-Palestine war, and I have already made a video on YouTube, but I'm going to share with you certain document, and that is here. I open, and here I can say this is document of I included today in my video, and I want to show to you. This is today's 19/11/2023. This is screen share it is, and here I see, and that is where's this? Just a minute, please. Something has happened. Yeah, it's here. Let me show document share screen, and I'm sharing screen. Yes, where is this? It's here. All right, this is document shareable. Now, 19/11/2023. That's today. We have to talk of this war between Israel and people of Palestine has been accelerating rapidly. This is what is written on this. World war can say whole world is silent with exception of few only. That is what it gives. Whole world is silent. Let me just blow it up, please, so that it's more clear. So you can say war between Israel and people of Palestine has been accelerating rapidly. Whole world is silent with exception of few only. Humanity has been being thrashed, by so-called civilized world. All are spectators in this case. They're not doing anything. USA has proved that it is worst society and nation to care of and for human rights of downtrodden. It has proved that USA does not hold any human standards for others. UK has also proved that it is not a civilized nation. UK has proved that it does not care for humanity for others, but for itself only. Germany has also stood in same row. No agreement could reach between Turkey and Germany because Germany is more concerned with self-defense joke delivered by Israel. New definition of self-defense has been invented by USA, UK, Germany, and Israel. Israel is a criminal nation supported by USA, UK, Germany, etc. Here now, again I say, this is in Suraj Singh speaking from Bharat India on this day, 19th November 2023. Good morning, everybody. So I start real video now regarding today. I say that it is this day, very, very serious day, that people are being crushed. USA said that, you can say USA said that post eliminating Hamas, what it says, post eliminating Hamas, international team shall be engaged to administer Gaza, which would later be transferred to Palestine organization, that's PLO or PLI, whatever it says, PLO maybe. Israel said that no such allowance shall be made to international presence, or you can say international community shall not be permitted by Israel to administer or to have security for this nation. It has been in news that with, of course, certain contradiction that say 50 Palestine held hostages shall be released in lieu of five days ceasefire. But no one has formally confirmed. Hospitals are still under attack and patients have been forced to be shifted. Many Jews on USA have changed their instances to support Israel due to fact that Palestine civilians are under attack and being forcefully thrashed, who have no other way except to walk to whatever destination out of Palestine, Gaza. No one on earth can say that this is a war, but only criminal, severe genocide. No one can say that this is a war. On this earth, we cannot say this is a war. Only Israel, only Israel, USA, and respective allied nations support such killings of civilians. To be really frank, to be really frank, state of Palestine has been extremely horrific and can be given no other word except devil work. So this is not formal state, but I'm saying condition within Palestine. I'm talking that means state here because there are devils around it. Israel and USA have worked like devils. There is no other word we can give to killings of kids, killings of children, killings of women, killings of, you can say, patients. We cannot say, we cannot give any other title or name in this situation. Unfortunately, against humanity it is, whole world has been watching this scenario silently without having any degree of blood boiling. News claim News claims that Hamas had not planned to attack music festival Israeli, that is, I think, I did not write that name, Noah Music Festival, Israeli report says. An Israeli newspaper is reporting that an Israeli army helicopter may have fired on partygoers at dance festival attacked by Hamas fighters on October 7th, 2023. More than 360 people were killed at festival in southern Israel. These are only briefs. We have to understand all these means. I've been taking it, whatever information I can get on this. For example, it was on last day. Let me read that also for your reference, for your convenience. That is 18 that today. And it is, so it is here for within this, so let's go to 18 also. I think it's better. Seems that this I'm talking about 18, which I recorded and posted on other video just for reference. I'm telling it again on 18th what happened. And it is also very painful. We can say everything is painful. We can't say something is right or something is not right. It's painful. It is that it seems that no further development has happened, even though UN and WHO are serious in words only. No effective steps have been taken. Israel has been listening to none. It has been acting as if it is all above all in this world. Israel has become, you can say, over smart, contemplating that it would successfully do ethnic cleansing of Palestine people, Palestine population, and then take over entire land to be called Greater Israel, to be habited by Jews only. Turkey has talked to German, but it seems that no solution is going to have space. USA, as usual, is silent. Arab world too has been silent. Israel shall take over Palestine or fail so to do successfully. Only time would tell, would respond. But it's very dark picture, vision or viewed of infant babies who are being killed continuously by superpowers. These are called superpowers or super killers. One can imagine self. Very dirty history has been in making by West and Israel. Also, also a few points on 17th 11th 2023, just for your reference I'm reading so that a person who has not seen previous video can understand what I mean to say herein. Israel is killing Palestine citizens, including children and newly born. It is very easy for USA and Israel to kill. USA is a joint partner in this war and supporting Israel. It seems that Israel is just a mask here, but real part lies with USA. Joe Biden is fully responsible in this case, in this crime. Iran claimed only, but has done nothing so far to stop this war or ceasefire or to encounter this attack on Palestine public. Qatar, KSA, Kuwait, Bahrain, UAE, Oman, all did nothing to either stop this war or to encounter Israel, thinking that only condemnation shall work to stop or to encounter Israel. USA condemnation. Now, condemnation has become a bomb, you can say. Other Middle East nations have also failed to help Palestine against Israel in invasion on people and land. Israel dropped leaflets asking people of Palestine to leave because Israel would carry out carpet bombing. In fact, except Lebanon, no other nation did anything. Lebanon has they did very little, or can say very limitedly. Palestine people have been cheated by all GCC nations. GCC, stands for Gulf Cooperation Council. Huh? They have been cheated by all other nations. There is no other country in the world who can encounter Israel and USA to save people of Palestine. It is really easy to see people being killed by USA, Israel. Bharat India has lost eyes, cars, cats, and conscience. Really, it is very much, you can say, problematic. Also, I wrote something on 16th. This was about UNO resolution, and that was the UNSC has passed a resolution for allowance of aid and for necessary ceasefire for aid as well as for all necessary purposes whatsoever. Israel PM has rejected UNSC resolution. All other nations must force its implementation. All other nations must force for its implementation. Spain has supported Palestine cause and to avoid civilian killings. Canada says that there are rules in war too which must be followed so that civilians are not killed. Israel is in no way ready to accept anything because it has decided to capture all Gaza and to be further followed by West Bank capture. Israel has planned to completely wipe out Palestine from globe. USA has not changed in style of supporting Israel, but speaks only in different phrasing. UK has also acted in a way it should not have acted, but it is just supporting Israel. Bottom line is that Palestine must be supported by whole world, but whole world nations are looking at each other faces prior to resorting to whatsoever certain actions. Bharat India is not visible anywhere in this extremely unique scenario, which indicates that it has got no status at international level. Now, there was some contents of this, although it will take some time, but let me just tell you what it is. It is here, you can say, let me just blow it up a little so that you can see what I'm talking about. So here is update. This is on you can say 1311 it is 1311 1311 you can say. and it is your update on 13/11. This 11th, 11th, it is update 13/11. This on 11th/11, it is 2023 Islamic Arab Nations Summit held in KSA, Riyadh. I spoke about this last time, and yeah, just browsing this. It's not easy to read all. I'm just browsing it for your convenience. What it was, I talked about this because this video is also having limitations. I cannot go for hours on this. This is 40 minutes maximum permissible in this case. And I think let us see what it is. And here is Islamic Arab Nations Summit held in KSA, Riyadh, a joint Arab Islamic extraordinary summit which concluded in Riyadh on Saturday, adopted following resolution. The leaders of states and governments of organizations of Islamic Cooperation Council and League of Arab States have decided to merge 2 months to summits so that YC and Arab League had decided to hold. This came in response to kind invitations of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, chair of 2 summits, and State of Palestine. We express our joint stance in condemning brutal Israeli aggression against Palestinian people in Gaza Strip and in West Bank, including Al-Quds, Al-Sharif. We affirm addressing together this aggression and humanitarian catastrophe that it causes. We seek to stop and end all Israeli illegal practices that perpetuate occupation and deprive Palestinian people of their rights, especially their rights to freedom and to have an independent sovereign state on all their national territory. We reaffirm our resolutions of organizations of Islamic Cooperation and Arab League regarding Palestinian cause and all occupied Arab territories. We recall all resolutions of United Nations and other international organizations regarding Palestinian cause, crimes of Israeli occupation, and right of Palestinian people to freedom and independence in all its territories, which have been occupied since 1967 and constitute a sole geographical limit. We welcome UN General Assembly Resolution number is here, adopted by 10th emergency session on 26 October 2023. We affirm centrality. We affirm centrality of Palestinian cause and our standings with all our powers and capabilities by brotherly Palestinian people in their legitimate struggle to liberate all their occupied territories and to meet all their inalienable rights. This particularly includes their right to self-determination and to live in their independent and sovereign state on borders of June 11th, 1967, with Al-Quds, Al-Sharif, and its capital. We reaffirm that a just, lasting, and comprehensive peace, which is a strategic option, is the only way to establish security and stability for all peoples of region and protect them from cycles of violence and wars. This stress will not be achieved without ending Israeli occupation and resolving Palestinian cause on basis of two-state solution. We affirm that it is impossible to achieve regional peace while overlooking Palestinian cause or attempting to ignore the rights of Palestinian people. This does that Arab Peace Initiative backed by Organization of Islamic Cooperation is an essential reference to this, and we hold Israel occupying force responsible for continuation and aggravation of conflict, which is result of its violation of rights of Palestinian people and of Islamic and Christian sanctities. This is also a result of systematic aggressive policies and practices. It's illegal unilateral steps that they perpetuate occupation, violate international law, and prevent realization of a just and comprehensive peace. We affirm that level, and all countries of region shall not enjoy accurately and peace unless Palestinians enjoy their and regain all their stolen rights. We stress that continuation of Israeli occupation is a threat to security and stability of region and to international security and peace. We condemn all forms of hatred and discrimination and all acts that perpetuate hatred and extremism. We warn, we warn of disastrous repercussions of retaliatory aggression by Israel against Gaza Strip, which amounts to war crimes and barbaric crimes committed also in West Bank and Al-Quds, Al-Sharif. We warn of real danger of expansion of war as a result of Israel's refusal to stop aggression and of inability of Security Council to enforce international law and to end this aggression. We decide. So here we can say we'll find furthermore totality of this context of resolution. This I'm not going to read because it's a long time, and maybe some other time I would do it because it will take more than half an hour thing, not less than that. You see that? It's quite good. If you want to go to Saudi Arab site, Saudi Arab news, and you can find that, or you can search on Google, whatever you can do. So this is what you say. Here is another one I wrote about some news the notes on 16th 11th, and this I'm giving name to Biden, Joe Biden, and Netanyahu in name of King, Cruel King in Bharat India, and that was Kans, who was maternal uncle to Krishna. Kans it was called, and this king of Mathura. And this name I'm giving to these two persons, Joe Biden and Netanyahu. And this is on UNSC has passed the resolution. I just noted on this. UNSC has passed resolution for allowance of aid and for necessary ceasefire for aid as well as for all necessary purposes whatsoever. Israel PM has rejected that resolution of UNSC. All other nations must force its implementation. Spain has supported the Palestine cause and to avoid civilians killings. Canada says that there are rules in war too which must be followed so that civilians are not killed. Israel is in no way ready to accept anything because it has not decided to capture Port Gaza and to be further followed by West Bank. Israel has planned to completely wipe out Palestine from globe. USA has not changed its style of supporting Israel, but speaks only in different phrasing. UK has also acted in a way it should not, but it is just supporting Israel. Bottom line is that Palestine must be supported by whole. So that's what I think. We did it, and if you go back, just the information, it is what I'm saying, the second resolution. And then before this, I have written something, and that is here. You can say also certain notes. It is about those stages, and all this you can say here. Just for your information, this means what I did here. So on 12/11, I started this daily notings, whatever is possible. On 12th of, you can say 12th of, let me just below it down so that. So it is here. Here is on the 12/11. Just give you what I did. Arab Islamic Summit on 11/11 held in Riyadh Caisse brought no concrete results. Various nations are not inclined to give up relations with Israel due to vested interests. Only nation that could speak frankly is Iran. It seems that these nations are not inclined to save people of Palestine, but only a formality was conducted by holding foregoing summit. Israel in no way, Israel is not in mood. I'm sorry, it actually Israel is, you can say, not in mood to cease fire, but to continue thus this attack on Palestine citizens till its ambitions are over. Though it says to kill Hamas, but its ambition remains hidden, and that is occupy Palestine, Gaza. Israel and Palestine whole world means children and civilians are being killed by criminal politicians, and others are watching silently, like watching a film or a drama. More than 4,500 to 6,000 children have been killed per official announcement. Thousands could be trapped under rubbles Israel is not expected to declare a ceasefire. Hundreds of health workers have lost their lives. Hundreds UN staff members deployed there also have lost their lives. Israel has become a devil nation, which is evident by its attacks on hospitals and other civil use related buildings. Attacks have been have been continuous by Israel. Israel is not inclined to accept ceasefire until hostages are released. Palestine army Hamas is serious in its bid to have back released Palestinian citizens, say 10,000 numbers held by Israel for no crimes, and these have been held for long. Belgium has recognized the state of Palestine, and it may be expected that others may follow suit. Turkey has also decided to recognize Palestine as a state. No signs exist that this Palestine genocide war may be halted. It may result in more and more destructions. Humanity is being killed in the Middle East. Powerful, powerful, can say, stakeholders have been watching only without doing anything to stop this war. And in hostages connections, I say Israel is worried about its 240 hostages held by Palestine Army Hamas on October 7th, 2023, but does not talk about around 10,000 more Palestine political prisoners that have been in jail for none of committed crimes. Why has Israel imprisoned around 10,000 civilians? Israel has to answer first and then talk of release of 240 hostages. Why should Palestine people be deprived of national rights? Why has Israel acted in a way conceiving that it is master of Palestine, master of Palestine civilians? In years 2023, apartheid and racism do not have any room in world. Israel must be condemned by all powers involved. But USA has shown its true colors. Israel and USA. Yes, thank you, please. Battery was down, so I put it on again. Problem that would be. I'm sorry, Israel must be condemned by all powers in world, but USA has shown its true colors. Israel and USA. Israel and USA must know that truth cannot be kept hidden for long. Truth always triumphs. Palestine people shall get their rights, having absolute freedom. One day, Israel shall be considered a killing nation on Palestine. World has to decide that Palestine must be liberated from occupation by Israel. Netanyahu must be prosecuted in international court. So I like to show you this file once for just for sake of your knowledge. It's what I'm doing here, and it is what's this is my life truths. It was published in May this year. It is just, you can say, I'm just trying to show you what does it mean. Means here is this here. Is here, I think, yeah. So yeah, I'm just trying to show you contents of this file, and I'm including this contents what I'm talking today, and also previous one with this checking time also. This is a very important file for me, and it's continuing now. It started from it started my career, and also it takes my birth time from onwards. My life truth since I was born, and it's about 1300 or 14 pages now. It's not bad, you can say. If you see this file here, you can see how this is moving. It comes and it's just for information. There's nothing to do with that. This I have published and it's available. This is exclusively personal and professional. I detailed out my experience with many professional colleagues and others, and also my family issues, also professional issues, job issues, and what I'm doing for people. And I keep it updated all time, whatever do I, every day I make videos and I post my videos also on Facebook as well as on YouTube. Nowadays I'm doing on YouTube because Facebook has put some restriction because of certain posting I did in connection with Iran, which challenged Israel. and for Facebook says that this is against their community standards. I cannot understand what the community standards for Facebook. Well, however, I don't mind this. It doesn't matter. It's completely like that. You can see there are so many issues in this, and many technical papers also included in this connection, which are very important for everybody to know what it is and how it is. So I take it now. I'll stop screen share and come back to this. I'm just trying to say I'm talking of Israel-Palestine issue, but this is not only issue in world. This is very important issue, very significant. That people have to take care about this issue. If you don't take care of this issue, will cause a problem because it may result into regional war or later on because USA is involved, Russia is involved, China is involved, maybe involved. And I don't care for these Gulf countries, GCC countries, because they're all dependent on USA's ammunition, USA weapons, and therefore I think they are coming down. They are trying to submit to USA indirectly. You can say Qatar is submitting to USA, KS is submitting to USA. They're all indirectly submitting to Israel. They submit to USA. You know, if you submit to USA now, you submit to Israel. If you submit to USA now, you submit to you can say other countries of the UK and alliance, whatever they are. I did not think that these countries, Gulf countries, I worked there in Gulf countries. I worked in Iraq. I was, it's not Gulf country, of course, Middle East country. I worked in Libya as well, in addition to Libya and Israel, Iraq. I worked in Qatar for 6 years. I worked in UAE for 6 years as well. I worked in Jeddah for half a year, and I worked in likewise. I know these people are nice, but they were very interested sometimes for Palestine. I still remember when I was there in 80s, I think I was there in 86, 85 to 89 in Qatar, state of Qatar, and I'm a civil engineer. I was involved in contracting. I used to see how tendering was done. And I used to read conditions, general conditions of contract, in which, particularly in Qatar, I noticed that they used to add certain clause that if contractor works with Israel or it has certain commercial relations with Israel, it has to stop those relations for this contract, for the standard. This was particularly in those, I still remember, and in lieu of that, bidder could add certain price if you had to loss. This was certainly conditions means Qatar had such a negativity, and it should have been because Qatar knew very well how Israel is or was. But now it is confirmed that Israel is not a good nation. Maybe society is also wrong because they are looting another nation, robbing another nation. Their land itself doesn't belong to them. Land itself, where Israel is located, that doesn't belong to Israel ownership. It was given to it, or they robbed it from Palestine. You can say whatever you can say. I don't do that because that would lengthen this video long. It's only 40 minutes maximum permissible from Zoom, and I'm using that time. So it's already half an hour. I think I close it. Our memory will increase. Israel and Palestine issue must be resolved. All people involved, all countries involved must be serious about this issue. There's nothing very much you can say, but Israel wants to consolidate itself as greater Israel, which means current Israel or existing Israel plus the land of Palestine must be amalgamated together for Israel, and Israel has that plan, which is absolutely supported by USA. And of course, Israel wants to be very powerful in this region so that it can challenge, it can offend Iran, it can offend surrounding areas of Arab, it can offend others too, means that is policy. And in fact, it's not Israel who will be powerful, it is USA who wants to consolidate its further position as super base of USA, because bases of USA already exist in Qatar, these exist in Saudi, these exist in many other countries of this. I think in Qatar as well, they have these, I don't know exactly where these are, but these countries have given space to USA for its bases, and that is what USA through Israel wants to consolidate a super base so that whole country of Israel plus Palestine becomes greater Israel, and USA can do whatever it wants here to open warehouses, to open whatever factories for manufacturing of fighter planes or whatever it is, and it can control whole Middle East. That is a real plan. We have to be clear about this. Otherwise, there is nothing which we can say is doing something very great or not great. In fact, Israel is nothing but you can say, an agent of USA. That is what, like UK is also an agent of USA. So USA is master, or and you can say proprietor, or whatever you may say, and Israeli agent, you can say general attorney or special attorney in our commercial language, contract language, you may say. So I'm not concerned about Israel anymore, because Israel had shown its true colors, because there's a solid backing of USA behind this, and that is maximum. We can say nothing more than that. That's enough. And with this talk, I'm going to close here. Next time, maybe I use further talks in this way, and will come. I think we should worry about Palestine. This is a great people. This is a great society where children are suffering, pregnant women are suffering, seniors are suffering. And it's not only in Gaza, it's also happening of course, not to that scale as it's happening in Gaza, because Gaza has been a jail, open jail for decades, and it happens in West Bank as well. Jerusalem is already taken by Israel forcefully. So I think Israel has a complete plan to forcefully capture, forcefully occupy whole, whole, whole Palestine, and also already it has pre-Palestine, is pre-Israel Palestine. So it wants to take completely. With this, I say Jai Vishu, Jai Bharat. Bharat means our country, India, Jai Bharat, and Jai Vishu means Jai World. World is great, and we have to be about this, and I will take your leave. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much. It is we are recording. Pause recording. Stop recording.